Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I want to show you the Spiritomb deck that I've been messing around with. I really like this Spiritomb. It all revolves around this Spiritomb with the ability, if this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it adds to the consistency. But the main reason why we're playing this Spiritomb is the 2 energy attack, Chain of Spirits, 10 plus. This attack does 60 more damage for each Spiritomb in your discard pile, which under normal circumstance would be a maximum of 190 damage. That's 3 Spiritombs in the discard, 1 in the active, ready to attack and attacking. For 190, throw on a Choice Belt, and you're looking at 220, so you are knocking out basically, well, you're knocking out most Pokemon V at that point, which is really nice. That's a nice number to hit. However, we can make that a little better. Let's take a look at Ditto. With the sudden transformation ability, this Pokemon can use the attacks of any basic Pokemon in your discard pile except for Pokemon with a rule box. So you can use Spiritomb's attack, Chain of Spirits, with 4 Spiritombs in the discard, plus a Choice Belt, putting your numbers up to 280 damage, knocking out Pokemon V-Star like Lugia V-Star. So that is really good. Plus, they are both really low on HP, so Level Ball is an option, Rescue Carrier is an option, and that really adds to the deck. And then beyond that, we've got Manaphy to protect these small, weak Pokemon. And we've got Cinccino as our draw engine. Make do, discard a card from your hand, draw 2, helps that you can discard Spiritomb with that ability to draw 2 cards. Energy Assist does not come in that often, but it has come in before. Minccino's there to evolve into. We've got 8 basic darkness energy, only basic energy, only darkness, because that's what we need for the attacks. No special energy here because I just don't think it's really worth it to have right now. And excuse me, a big part of that is the fact that we play Dark Patch to help accelerate energy to bench dark Pokemon, but since that doesn't work on Ditto, we only play 3 of. We do play 3 copies of Raihan, and that can attach to anything, plus get you a card from your deck. So it's really nice because with a mixture of Spiritomb and Raihan, Spiritomb lets you search out a card, add it to your hand. Next turn, you play down Raihan, attach energy, search your deck for a card, add it to your hand. And a lot of cards are adding cards to your hand, which is fantastic. We've got 2 copies of Avery because anything that requires a big bench gets hurt by Avery. We've got 4 copies of Marnie because it's shuffle draw, basically shuffle, put it at the bottom of the deck, then draw 5, and that really helps you flow through your deck a little bit better. That mixed with Make Do adds a fantastic synergy there. We've got 2 copies of Pal Pad so we can recover Raihan and other supporters we may need. 3 copies of Choice Belt, really just for the numbers, it's 3. That way we can hit those higher end numbers easier. We are nothing but single prizes in this deck, so we're really trying to capitalize off the multiple prize Pokemon. 4 copies of Quick Ball because we have so many basics. Quick Ball helps us search them. 3 copies of Trekking Shoes because we need to be moving through our deck a little bit faster than normal. I found 3 copies of Trekking Shoes really helped with that. Plus, you might be able to hit a Spiritomb with that, discard it, and draw a card, which is always nice. We've got 1 copy of Heavy Ball because we have so many basics. If one gets prized, it might be damaging. I've had 2 Spiritomb prized on me before, and that really hurt. Really debated on putting in a second Heavy Ball, but, you know, it's just a lot at that point. 3 copies of Rescue Carrier because one of my favorite things to do if I have 2 Cinccino's on the bench, I can Rescue Carrier 2 Spiritomb, then use Cinccino's to discard them and draw 4 cards, and that is phenomenal. But also gets you back your Dittos, and on those rare occasions where attacking with Spiritomb's the right choice, we can always get that back, then Dark Patch energy onto it. 2 copies of Path to the Peak because that can help slow down a lot of decks right now, and we only play 2 of it for numbers sake. We do have 4 copies of Cross Switcher, which is easily replaceable for a lot of people. I have found it's very useful. We don't have Air Balloon or other ways to get Pokemon out of the active, so Cross Switcher actually gives us a switch option, but also a gusting option, so we don't have to rely on Serena, which we do play 4 copies of, but not all of our opponent's Pokemon will be Pokemon V, so Cross Switcher really helps. And then we've got 2 copies of Level Ball. Because all of our Pokemon are such low HP, Level Ball can search any of them out. It just doesn't discard anything. I did have Ultra Ball, but I found I was discarding a lot to try to get through the deck a little bit. So I switched to Level Ball to really help with that situation. I did originally create this deck to be a post-rotation safe list, and then I decided, no, I'm going to make it a little bit better, add in some pre-rotation stuff like Marnie and going with the Cinccino rather than going with the Ralts Curlia line for obvious reasons. And I think that's honestly it, just those 2. And Quick Ball. There is Nest Ball coming in the rotation, so if you go with that, I would highly recommend swapping out the Level Balls for Ultra Balls. And at that point, you could even go Liepard there for the trade ability rather than the Ralts Curlia line, but it's really up to you, whatever you guys want to do. But those are just some suggestions. I want to show you how the deck works now. Let's go. If I'm talking a little fast here, I do apologize. I'm a little on the clock right now. Just trying to get this done for tomorrow. We are currently watching something in the house, and that thing is a live broadcast. It's on break. It's Arcane Arcade, if anyone cares about tabletop RPGs. That's what we're watching. So they're on break right now. So I'm trying to get this done before they're back from break. So sorry about that. I really don't like acting this quick or anything, but we'll see how it goes. So we're up against a Psychic deck, and that's actually phenomenal for us. Spiritomb can actually put in a lot of work right now. Cresselia is unlikely to be really doing much on their first turn here, so we don't need to go quite that fast, but man, we are really set up here. Actually, we can Quick Ball away the Dark Energy, we can recover it with Training Court, then attach it. So yeah, I'm gonna do all that. Done. We will grab that, play that down. See, the thing is that next turn we will be able to Level Ball for the evolution and really get going here. Energy will be attached there. Path to the Peak will come down. Avery will come down. Draw us 3. We see another Spiritomb. We can Quick Ball away the Spiritomb, and that will let us grab a Ditto. So right now we just need 1 energy for next turn, and we will be able to actually use quite a bit of what we have. We'll be able to use Level Ball in order to search out a Cinccino, and then we'll Marnie, and then use Cinccino. Oh, they're going to Marnie us, so we don't get the Cinccino actually. Cinccino, I think it's Cinccino, but everyone pronounces it Cinccino, but there's no H in it, so whatever. Training Court comes down, knock out our Path to the Peak. They have 2 energy on Cresselia and a Air Balloon. A Galarian Articuno comes down, but they don't accelerate any energy to it, and that is actually really good for us. We can play down the Avery. We get Path, we get Trekking Shoes. I do want the Marnie, actually, so we will keep that, but we will Path to the Peak. And I am going to put energy on the Spiritomb just because I know it will get the KO there. And I'm gonna, let's see, does this? Yes. So I believe Manaphy will stop Galarian Articuno. And so we will just Chain of Spirits against Cresselia with weakness, get the KO. I would have probably attached it to the Ditto if we weren't getting the KO this turn. Rescue Carrier, so that Marnie is definitely going to help us save some of these resources here. The Galarian Articuno, they can't really get up and going this turn. Cresselia, they can't really get up and going. I know they're not playing my unknown Jank deck, because this is the AI. Another Galarian Articuno comes down, and they do Cruel Charge, and they get 1 energy on it, then attach 1 to the active for some strange reason. They could have gotten both on Galarian Articuno and been ready to attack next turn, but because the bot doesn't really know what it's doing, it benefits us, actually. So attach 1 to Ditto, we will Marnie. It does give them a bigger hand, but we are not after messing up our opponent quite so much. We are after ourselves doing well. We don't have any darkness energy there, no. So I will Quick Ball away the Spiritomb. That will let me search out the Spiritomb. I will play down this Spiritomb, because we have that Dark Patch. If the active Spiritomb ever does get knocked out, we will be able to Dark Patch onto this Spiritomb. And since we'll be hitting weakness against basically their entire deck, it seems, this will hopefully be pretty quick. We get a Pal Pad, nothing really to recover yet. We've played 2 Averys and a Marnie, and I kind of want to just hold. We've got Serena here. The Pal Pad's really to recover Raihan, and that's not going to happen. So, oh, they play an Evolution Incense and get Shadow Rider Calyrex, but there's no Shadow Rider Calyrex V out to evolve into the V Max. Very interesting. So we do... So we have a difficult decision. I think I'm going to Pal Pad the Marnie and the Avery back in. You see. And then I'm going to Serena and just discard the 1 card. Yes, continue. 4 cards. Okay. Okay. So I can Quick Ball away this darkness energy. And now let me grab Ditto. And then Dark Patch onto this Spiritomb. And then I can Trekking Shoes. And I don't need Cross Switcher right now, so I'm going to say no. It's a nice fodder card at the very least. We've got Raihan in hand, we've got Serena, and we get the KO. So we only have 3 prize cards remaining. Our opponent can do 30 damage next turn, which will KO this Spiritomb that has been just wiping the floor with him. They do have Shadow Rider Calyrex V Max in hand, but, you know, they're unlikely to really have anything else going. The big question is, do I put the Spiritomb or the Ditto active? I think I'm going to go with the Ditto just because it leaves it open for... I'm going to grab Cinccino off of this for a draw engine here. I'm going to put the Ditto in the active because it opens up room for a Dark Patch to still be effective. Alright, so we draw into Avery, we'll play down Ditto, we'll play down Cinccino. Raihan, I could Raihan an energy onto the Ditto, then I could grab a Dark Patch and have the Spiritomb ready to go. And I think I'm going to. That just makes too much sense to me. Because I don't want to miss my opportunity with these Dark Patches. We only play 3 of them, and we don't usually attack with Spiritomb quite this frequently. So I think we're in a good spot, and I can make do, and I will discard the Avery, because having, you know, then not having a big bench means we're kind of wasting our time with trying to minimize their bench. So we will get this KO. 2 more KOs here. Anyone wondering, I'm doing great on time. I'm gonna get to see my show. So, alright, Cresselia's in the active, a very easy KO for us. They can't get this going. The AI doesn't know how to play, attaches to the Cresselia. I'm so mean to the AI sometimes. We've got 1 Cross Switcher, a Heavy Ball, a Level Ball. Level Ball could get us another Cinccino, and then we would really be cooking here. If we can actually get a Serena this next turn, we can wrap this up right now by KOing that Shadow Rider with the Spiritomb. And I think this is doing a phenomenal job at showcasing what this deck is supposed to do. You know, I know Mew is a very popular card right now, and so, you know, anything to kind of mess with that, I think is a good thing. So, Cinccino, I don't know of anything in the discard that I really need, so I will make do and discard the Heavy Ball. See, we could also go for a Cross Switcher here. So, I will make do and discard the Choice Belt. We need a Serena or a Cross Switcher. Either one of those would really help out. And we hit the Cross Switcher, so we can play down both, drag up the Shadow Rider, switch into our Spiritomb, and we will get this KO. Kabammy. Don't know why I said that. There we go. That is Spiritomb. That is why I enjoyed the deck so much. It just seems to flow so well most of the time. You know, if you can really survive that first turn, or at least benefit hugely in the beginning, it's amazing. I would really like to use Battle VIP Pass, but it's too difficult being a turn 1 only card that I have to go Quick Ball. I'm just not one of those players that's lucky enough to start with multiple Battle Passes in their hand. I mean, even starting with one is very unlikely. So, thank you so much for watching this. You know, I was talking very fast. Hopefully you were able to catch up. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Yesterday's short just blew up. If you're new here, say hi. I would love to, you know, find out who found out of my channel through that short. But, you know, whatever. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.